All right, guys, welcome back to another Master and Apprentice video slash podcast. How you doing today, Afton?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing, Sammy?
I'm doing pretty good. In the newest episode of Mandalorian, season 3, episode 2, we see the return of the Mythosaur. This is the first time we've ever seen a live one in live action. This is pretty big news. It's very important to just like the Mandalorian culture in general. So a lot of people, there's a lot of mystery surrounding it. And even in this top 10, you'll kind of see that we don't actually have a lot of information on this Mythosaur itself. Just, what we do know of it. We got top 10 facts surrounding it. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. Number 1, its sheer size is its biggest trait. It's massive. It's said to be the size of small cities, right? We see the Zilbeast in it, a full-grown Mythosaur. It's massive, right? It's bigger than that, right? We've seen Zilbeast, and it's bigger than Zilbeast.
The Mythosaur originates from Mandalore, which ties to why it's so important to the Mandalorian culture. Why just so many historical facts about them.
Yep. We first see the Mythosaur in a 1977 Star Wars comic series, but we never actually see it in a live one until a 2013 book, The Bounty Hunter Code by Daniel Wallace, Jason Fry, Wider Wyndham. We've seen it in Legends and stuff, but we've never seen it in anything canon. And obviously now we've seen a live action live one in Mandalorian, but we've never even seen it in a live picture of one until that book in 2013.
The skull of the Mythosaur is seen as a sigil worn by Mandalorian, such as Boba Fett and many others too. It's not the mascot; it's pretty much a mascot of the Mandalorian.
Yeah, the only known Mandalorian to ever tame or just really not fight it, a Mythosaur, is Mandalore the Great. I forget, in Legends there's a equivalent to this. Yeah, and this is only in canon, so.
Yep. Similar to how the Darksaber is in Mandalorian culture, the Mythosaur, especially the act of taming it, represents unifying the leadership among the Mandalorians. So it's said whoever holds the Darksaber is the leader. It's very similar to the Mythosaur. Unifying and leadership among it is shown whenever taming it, specifically Mandalore the Great.
The Mythosaurs are long thought to be extinct. Mando season 3 episode 2 obviously changes this now, but they've been thought to be extinct for so long that many Mandalorians believe the tales of the Mythosaur just to be myths and stories. They don't actually believe that it's real, right? Similar to the Darksaber.
In the final days of the Republic and leading into the Empire, a Mandalorian set out to make a 2-scale Mythosaur for a theme park from Bones, and his plans were never finished out. They never opened the theme park, but it's just something interesting.
Yeah. Number 9, while many Mandalorians wear sigils to mark their clans they belong to, the sigil of the Mythosaur just represents the Mandalorian culture in general, right? For instance, Boba Fett doesn't really belong to the Mandalorians. He's not a Mandalorian per se, but he belongs to that culture. So he just wears the Mythosaur sigil that he is a Mandalorian, right?
Yep. There is a difference in skull shape in the male and the female Mythosaur biology. So, majority of animals obviously have the exact same skull, male or female. This is a different skull for each gender.
I believe the male is a longer snout and the horns. I don't believe there's horns on a female, and its snout isn't as long. And then number 11, a bonus fact for you guys. In the days after the destruction of the Mandalore, areas or buildings that were marked with a Mythosaur sigil were to let other Mandalorians through the galaxy that this is a safe haven for Mandalorians. We see this in the book of Boba Fett. We see this in Mandalorian areas. They would have a sigil marked above with the Mythosaur, Mythosaur sigil, and it was to let other Mandalorians, hey, this is a Mandalorian safe haven. You guys are good here. Because, the Empire were pretty much hunting the Mandalorians for a while. So this was kind of to let, the ones who were hiding or on the run. And with that, as you guys can see, there's really not a lot to know about the biology or just the Mythosaur in general. we have a lot of legends to go off of, but it's just that, legends. So we can't really put it as a fact because it's not a fact yet. Right?
Yeah.
So everything that we know is this is what we could really come up with. Let us know if there's a big thing that we're missing. This is just the research that we could find. I mean, we didn't go crazy deep, like we didn't read, novels, but this is the research we did. But if there's a fact or something very interesting that we were missing or something we even got wrong, let us know down in the comments. And just let us know what you guys want to see with this going into Mandalorian. But this is pretty exciting. I mean, it's a big thing for like the Star Wars community in general to see an actual mythosaur in the lore.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's very exciting. With that, we hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget that download and follow if you're on podcast, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And we hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will see you in the next one.
Peace.